Good morning. Welcome to your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Still seeing some mostly cloudy conditions out there, but starting to see some sun peek into the area as we did see some showers and lightning in the area early this morning. That has since cleared off the coast and off to the northeast, where we'll see some dry periods as we go through the day today, but expecting another round of a good chance of showers and storms once again as we get towards the later part of the afternoon into the evening. Storm Prediction Center does have us under a slight risk for severe weather, with the main threat being some stronger wind gusts as well as maybe some isolated small hail in the area. But as we look at the surface analysis this morning, we have a warm front in the region that's starting to lift through the region. That'll allow some warmer temperatures and some additional moisture to lift into our local area. That will help with some storm development as we get later in the day. As we can see, behind that warm front, we'll have this cold front approaching, and out ahead of it and along that boundary, we'll see those showers and storms start to develop as that pushes into the area this evening. If we look at the upper level winds from this morning's sounding, we have some just west of south winds in the lowest layers, around 10 to 25 knots, sitting around 20 to 30 knots as we go throughout most of the columns, staying out of the south-southwest to southwest, going up through the column, seeing our peak wind at 34 knots at 25,000 feet. The freezing level today is at 12,500 feet. Quick check of the local radar, we can see the showers and storms that were in the area early this morning, well off the coast and out of the local area, so not expecting any lightning or precip threat, at least over the next couple of hours. But again, we will start to pick up that chance as we get into the second part of the afternoon. If we look at the current visible satellite, we can see we are currently in a little bit of a break with the cloud cover, but still plenty of clouds out there. But we are seeing some sun at the moment. That's going to help things warm up as well as to stabilize ahead of these storms. As we move into the later part of the afternoon, we'll see some additional clouds building into the area. If we look at a short-term high-resolution model to see how things play out as we move through the day today, again expecting dry conditions over the next couple hours. And as we move into the second half of the afternoon, mainly around 3 to 4 p.m. this afternoon, we'll start to see those chances increasing for showers and thunderstorms with a, as you can see on the model here, first line pushing through for that late afternoon hours, and then we'll keep some isolated to scattered lingering showers and possibly some storms around in the area as we go into the overnight hours before that front passes through and starts to clear all of that out of here. And we'll start to see some breaks in the clouds as well as we go into the early morning hours Tuesday. Tuesday looks to be a pretty nice day. We'll see dry conditions as we go through the day Tuesday, with just some partly cloudy skies throughout much of the day into the evening. If we zoom out and take a look at the European model here for the longer term forecast, as we go through the day on Wednesday, we see we have this upper level low that's starting to drift into the northeast part of the country. Will remain mainly dry as we go through the day on Wednesday, but as we get later in the day and that upper level low starts to drift just north of the local area, could see some energy rotating around that, possibly supporting maybe an isolated shower, maybe an isolated storm possible in the area for late in the day on Wednesday. It looks like a very slight chance at the moment, maybe about a 15% chance, but could see that happening late on our day Wednesday. As we go into Thursday, we'll see things likely remaining dry going through the day Thursday, and then as we get approaching the weekend, we see that we keep some troughiness over the northeast part of the country in the upper levels, and as that digs down a bit over the local area, that could once again support maybe a few isolated showers getting going during the day on Friday. Again, that's just a slight chance at the moment. I would say slightly better than what we're going to see on Wednesday, but nonetheless that chance is there. And as we go into Friday, we'll see a nice day for Friday with dry conditions, but we'll see some increased clouds as we have the potential of some disturbed weather moving into the area once again on Sunday. Some better agreement with most models showing some disturbed weather in the area as we go through the day on Sunday, with some showers, possibly some storms in the area. So better probabilities of some disturbed weather as we go into our Sunday. So if we take a look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we did have that orange risk for precip and lightning. That's from early this morning. That is since that risk has moved out of here, but again, as we get into the afternoon, we'll have that risk return. We'll see temperatures warming up to around 78 degrees this afternoon. Could see 80 if we see additional sunshine, but right now expecting 78 degrees. We'll see south winds 9 to 14 knots, gusting up to 19 knots. And then as we get past that 1500 local time frame, we'll start picking up that pretty likely chance of seeing some precip and lightning in the area. So we pick up that orange risk for precip and lightning, as well as with those storms, could see some gustier winds picking up to around 10 to 15 knots, gusting up to 25 knots. So we pick up that orange risk for winds at or above 25 knots. Those risks continue as we go throughout the evening hours as well. We'll pick up a yellow risk for reduced ceilings and visibilities with some of those storms possibly getting some heavier rainfall with that and some stronger wind gusts associated with those stronger storms. And then we'll see things slowly taper down as we get past the 20 local time frame, where we drop down to a yellow risk. And then as we approach midnight, we should see things start breaking up and clearing out of here as the front pushes through. We'll see those winds shifting out of the west-northwest to out of the northwest and remaining slightly breezy, 8 to 13 knots, gusting up to 18 knots for the morning hours Tuesday, where we'll see temperatures cool down a bit to around 61 degrees, but that's about seasonable for this time of year. Tides right now are running about a half a foot above normal in the next couple of days. Nice day on Tuesday, partly cloudy and slightly breezy, green for our weather risk with a high around 78 degrees. As we go into Tuesday evening, we'll see partly cloudy conditions at a seasonable low around 63 degrees. Continued green conditions for our weather risk. And as we go into Wednesday, we'll see partly to mostly cloudy skies. We will see those winds increasing a bit, becoming breezy. So we have that yellow risk for winds at or above 25 knots. And then we'll pick up a slight chance of that shower or thunderstorm during the afternoon as the upper level low tracks just north of the local area. But we'll see a warm day on Wednesday with a high around 81 degrees. If we look at the extended forecast, we keep a temperature right around 80 degrees as we go through the second half of the week and into the weekend for our highs, and keeping our lows pretty seasonable in the low to mid 60s throughout the period as well. We'll see a nice day on Thursday with partly cloudy conditions. Going into Friday, we had that slight chance of a shower, maybe a very slight chance of a storm in the area with that continued troughiness over the northeast part of the country. So we'll keep a 20% chance of seeing that precip in the area for Friday. And as we go into Saturday, we'll see a dry day, but will be partly cloudy with clouds on the increase ahead of some potentially disturbed weather as we move into Sunday, seeing that high once again continuing around 80 degrees. And as we go into Sunday, we'll pick up that chance of showers and some storms in the area with most models showing some disturbances moving through the area. So right now we're looking at a 30% chance as we narrow down the timing and as we approach closer to that time period. But otherwise, looking like an unsettled day for our Sunday. Well, that will wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.